Alrighty. Bang bang bagarang, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get right into the stream. And what we are going to do is going to be some, a little bit of a break from break from the ads. But yeah, basically we're going to take a break from drawing the usual stuff as of recently, which is actually the illustration of Mio, and we're actually going to just work on my schedule. Kondachi, we are about to do some works on my new schedule. So basically, I want to sketch it out, make some kind of project of it. Well, basically, you've seen how everything here looks like. Mm, and yeah, let's copy and paste this, copy this, send out this. Mm, let's do this, and let's do and this, and let's do uh, here. And yeah, basically we're just going to, slowly work things out. I'm sorry that I didn't do the thing last time, but you know how it is. Well, in theory, I could actually finish up the entire thing on the last stream, but I did not. Why am I logged out from Chill Hub? What? I've already got the thing. What? Wait. I hate this. Wait, sign in. I don't need to sign up. Why everything works so slow today? I have no idea. I guess. Authentication successful. Well, cool. Creators catalog. There we go. Okay. I think we should be all Gucci now. And yeah, today's stream is just going to be more of a just talking stream, I guess. I'm going to just work out things. Image resolution, scale. I guess I'm going to work on 2 times the scale. I've recently found out that it's actually quite a good sizing for me. And let's figure out the thing, shall we? So, VTuber, really? VTuber, schedule. Let's see, schedules. So here's the thing. I do want everything to be more of a how to say this? I do want to make sure that the the schedule is going to be able to be cooperated and incorporated with a Excel. I want to make an Excel, right? That's the thing. and wanting to make an Excel with how things are working, I might need to I might I will need to most certainly to rework the way how my schedule works. And there are a couple things that I like. You can see that I really like, for example, the you know, based off of the current layout, which I really like, by the way. You can see that I really like this, some kind of a RT like designs, right? So like you know, paper tapes, canvas, paper textures, right? So like in general, figuring this out, and I feel like I want to keep things within that stylistic element. But how am I going to actually work this out? Well, first of all, I need to figure out if I can make a background for Excel. So this is what we're going to do. How, well, Excel, how to make a background with an image. With an image around certain cells. Okay, maybe like this. Insert the shape to get the insert tab, click illustrations, then shapes, and select a rectangle. The shape, draw the rectangle over the cells you want as your background. Fill with picture, right click the shape and select format shape. The format panel, select fill, picture or texture fill. Click insert under picture source and choose your image. Adjust transparency in the same panel, adjust the transparency slider, for example 50% or more, to make the image a light background allowing text to be readable. Add text, right click the shape, choose edit text and type your text. Link the cells, optional. If you need the text to change based on other cells, click the shape border, click on the formula bar. Okay, but it's well, that makes sense. You know what? There is a method for it. Okay, I think I know how to now. There's a method for it. Now what do I want to have as a background for it? Of course, this will need to be a setup, right? It will need to be a setup. And the setup most likely is going to be needed to be as a project. Of course, the stream is going to be shorter because making a project like this is not going to be that difficult. But here's the thing. I don't think I am Gotevi here. How are you going? What's new today? We are going to, well, of course I came back from work, right? And now I'm chilling. And considering that Mondays are usually very slow, right, and difficult to work around, I'm just going to work on some sketching, maybe some things. Basically, it's supposed to be a sketching stream, so of course we're going to sketch, but as a sketch, I take also like planning things out or making projects, right? And I think I don't want to make this God knows how difficult. Like, first of all, I don't want to make the Excel cells to be easily visible. That means I want to make the background actually a background, and the split between cells should be invisible on that way. That I'll have to figure out. But I'm changing the major. Are you? Why? What are you changing to? Because I remember you've been studying as an architect. Also, which year are you at right now? To digital art. Well, that's nice. The second semester. I'm wondering if it's actually good for you to change on this, you know, in this moment that you're at. On second semester, well, I guess you just started, and you are changing to digital art after the first semester, I presume, right? Are you finishing the second semester? That's the question. Are you finishing or starting the second semester? Because if you are starting, okay. Architecture has a 5-year semester. Oh. Starting? Then I guess it's not that biggie to change. Because, you know, when you are changing the majors, you have to also figure out if whatever you've been working on so far, like, it's not going to go to waste, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you're changing between semesters, it's good when you're in the first year and, like, after around first semester, because people are just figuring out what they want from life. But, like, if you would be, like, ending second semester and entering the second year, that would be a bit more problematic, right? Because at this point you've wasted an entire year on something totally random. Also, my beard is silky smooth right now because I've been... Hi T, glad to have you here. How are you? Hoping it has gone? Haven't seen you in a while. Have you been? Yeah, I changed from computer science to mechatronics engineering at second semester too. Yeah. Also, hi Zega, glad to have you here. How are you? Hoping it has gone? Oh my, we have a party right there on Twitch. That's nice. So yeah, I want to keep everything like as a plain thing. As if, like, I've decided the best way to practice anatomy for me right now is by joining SFW. I mean, in theory, you can just draw mannequins. You know, just draw constructions and try to draw them in the thing. You don't have to, like, particularly draw, like, for example, naked people. You can just look at the anatomy of people, for example, in underwear, because there are specific art, like, photos for artists to learn to practice anatomy. Them in bodysuits? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, since maths just gets me boring. I see. You want to know what my friends mean by self-indulgence in art? Yeah, go at it, T. Just, you know, just draw. Self-indulgence is like, just draw whatever you want. Just the design for clothes. I mean, that is a really cool thing. I want to do those too, to be fair. I'm aiming for that, but I need to work out a nice portfolio. That's why I'm trying to specifically draw that. Okay. I don't know why, but, like, my arms are hurting. My biceps started to, like, feel sore all of a sudden throughout the day. I have no idea why. I think I've slept wrong. It starts. Isn't self-indulgence anything you enjoy? Oh, it is. And question, so basically my idea is that I'm going to make this in Excel because that's going to speed things up, because I can just turn on the Excel, type stuff into the cells, like print, like quote unquote print it out and have it, you know, as a nice image. But the question is, how am I going to do that? I need to make the background photo of the cells, but then what is going to be the layout of those? Dude, you could do it in HTML. In theory, yeah, but not in the way that I would want it. Or maybe... I don't know. I don't see... like, I can't logically find solution for that. I would need a moment. Also... it's Monday, my dudes, and here we're cracking open a Maker's Mark whiskey. I'm trying to change it since the maths enemy don't feel so good, and don't go out of my comfort zone since I'm acing every exam, so no challenge, I guess. I mean, it's good when you don't have challenge in school, because then you don't have to worry about stuff. I mean, maybe if I drew more SSW, I could understand why people do it in the first place. T, let me tell you, as someone experienced with it, watch out. Money. I did it to pick the mic a little, but yeah, it's the money. If you're working in a very specific thing, like how a CEO needs to understand what it means to work as an employee. Yes, but a lot of people don't draw clothing. Also, drawing clothes are difficult. Yes, that it's yes, clothes and clothing folds. Those are also difficult topics. But yeah, and express inner feelings. I see, and that's actually really. That's actually deep seeking, you know? Like, you've actually had to seek really deep within yourself to come to those conclusions. Because, like, I assuming that you're going after your heart's, after your heart's call, and basically you just want going to major thing that you want to do, basically. That makes a lot of sense and actually sounds really cool. The backlash is huge. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, because like, you know, architects are, again, like, architect is going to be like whatever, right? They're going to look at an architect and like, oh, okay, he's an architect, he makes buildings. That guy is like, you know, big fish, you know what I mean? But me, and like parents also want that kind of, at least over here in Europe, you know, architects are also like something parents would want their kids to be. And, you know, I just drink stuff I can't post on the internet right now, Mao, just because my PC broke. I mean, you can post an SFW on the internet. There, like, again, I'm experienced in that. Yeah, I guess it's not going to be like a huge thing that I'm drawing NSFWs on the side just for the sheer sake of the, you know, of the money that that it gives, right? I'm making streaming, which I want to. I'm streaming, which I want to make my my job, right? But it needs a lot of time and effort to make that. And in the meantime, I'm just working out like some stuff. Hello, yeah. I don't know. Something happened recently with the chats and APIs of the streaming things. But yeah, like in general thing, like for the pure income, SFWs are like for artists, you know, go to usually because it always sells. And yeah, like just purely for some passive income that I could just, I don't know, sit down and buy myself something in a game. Let's say I'm going to start playing like Zenless Zone Zero on stream, and I'm just going to like, you know, I'm racking up online. Oh my, imagine. Autocorrect. Yeah, sure. It's alright though. I understand. I mean, it's, you know, I don't blame you for saying this. It's actually, you know, it's actually how a lot of artists that are doing this are laughing at it, you know? It's like it's a very specific topic because a lot of people are not going to even say that they are doing this, but most of the artists that you see around the internet are actually doing this. There are two different art styles, like, you know, I know people will like my niche, but you never know. I mean, here's the thing. The nichest your niche is, the more it's going to actually earn, because people are going to pay much more money because there's way less creators of that niche. So actually, that's even better for you. Rayma, I mean, I guess if you want, you can also just look into like, you know, do some research what people, what people are doing in that specific niche, but I don't encourage much right now. So yeah, I'm just, everybody has different opinions, so don't judge yourself. Just dive inside in that thing. Yeah, like the thing is, like, we're always overthinking stuff, but the moment you turn your brain off at some points, it's actually way better. Like choice of words. Find secret Devi NSFW account. Nah, it's impossible. It's impossible. Like, I can tell you that a lot of people that are doing certain niches are not even into the thing, but they are doing this just because there's a, how to say this, a lot of people want that, right? So they are going into that niche and they are staying in that niche because they've built some kind of quote-unquote community around that account. So they're like going further into that, and basically they're racking up income from there. It's kind of working like a business thing. So like a lot of, I can tell you that a lot of people are like that. Like, you don't even know, but a lot of artists are doing this. Like, there was like how to know that someone is joining an SFW, and they're like pointing out things that are very typical for a lot of NSFWs, like two things one next to another. Just see Maple Star. Oh my. So I'm wondering, how do I want to make this? Because I want to keep this kind of, like, I want to make it fit into our layout, right? Right? Because right now it's like very designer-y kind of thing. It's like everything is like, you know, taped together as if it's prepared for to be drawn on, right? Like a lot of stuff going on. I think I got a cross-reference with this source because the posing is a little stiff. Yeah. Yeah, you know, that depends what you're using, right? If you can use several references, that's nice. But yeah, that's why artists are joining NSFWs, because it sells, and that's the only reason. Like, I doubt that any, like, you know, any day-to-day life person would just sit down and draw like anything. And for extra info on green categories, search personally. Bro, imagine. But yeah, that's, you know, that's the entire shtick. Oh, this whiskey is really good. Oh my. Okay. Too bad you're so expensive, buddy. But yeah, it's really good. On YouTube, by the way. Yeah. There's a lot of people doing that. Even Line Sensei, you can purely see that the guy is drawing SFWs on the side. And he is also doing a lot of stuff, like how to draw perfect legs or how to draw chests and stuff, but you can see like what is the build up around this category, you know what I mean? I don't know, mate, it's just not the same as viewing it. I think I just posted for others, I guess. I mean, yeah, like, that's the thing, you know? That's the thing, like, you don't draw NSFWs for yourself. Because it's, like, it's never the same thing. You know? I don't know, like, it's just weird. And every artist is going to tell you the same. Everyone. Yeah. Yeah. So, is everything full of it and I'm annoyed of just popping here and there? Yes. Yes, I have to admit, for example, I'm going on VTubers subreddits every now and then just to see what's up, you know, like trying to build up something to talk about. Maybe there's like something huge happening in the VTubing world. Like, for example, Hololive recently had a huge concert, right? And the thing is that, how to say this? The thing is that they are actually, like, overflowing with this kind of thing. Like, softcore thirst traps that just are like, oh, like, would you want to do this? Would you want to do that? And, like, just, you know, I don't know, like, personally, I find it just, I don't know, disgusting? Untasteful, maybe. The subreddit having rules of prohibiting it, but they still post. Yes, and you know what? They keep the posts, but the moment someone else is posting something, they are like obliterating the thing. Like, for example, I drew... I guess I can show it. It's like, I guess it's softcore, but like, whatever. So basically I drew this at some point in the past. That's Marine from Hololive, right? In, you know, like, she's covered, right? It's not like rule breaking or anything. Why the viewer count spiked the moment I showed this? But yeah, like, she's covered and like there's no like further implications or anything like that, but this was deleted from Hololive subreddit. Meanwhile, people were actually posting way, and I mean way worse things. Like actual corn. But don't you draw more like those? I guess I can. Where's your girlfriend? She's at the university. Madam. Yeah. Like, I guess I can. Hey, not bad, man. If I was straight, I think that's pretty darn good. Yeah. You know? But like, I've posted this on Hololive, and of course it got like a lot of traction, right? Like, and the viewer count drops the moment it disappears from the screen. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm looking at YouTube, by the way, and I see the numbers, like how many people are currently watching the live, and like the moment I've showed the Marine artwork, from 1 it spiked to 4 people, and the moment it disappeared, like 1 person left. But yeah, like I guess I can draw more of those. But I feel like it might be a bit untasteful and a bit unfair towards certain VTubers. Like, there are VTubers who are like this, like for example Marine doesn't mind artworks like this, or Ollie, right? But I know that there are... It's gonna smell 400 kilometer radius. Yeah, but no, you know, it's okay. But like, you know, there are VTubers who like this kind of fan art, but there are also VTubers that don't like this kind of fan art. And I guess I could draw more of those, but I have to like figure out which VTubers are liking such stuff and allowing this, and who prefers not to show those. Like, for example, Mori, like Kali, back in the days would actually allow people like portray her like drinking alcohol, smoking and stuff. But after a certain period of time, she like moved away from this. and she actually was like, nah, you know, I don't think I want to be portrayed this way, because there's like a lot of kids watching me, right? So she's like, I don't want to have this kind of thing because I'm aware that there's a lot of minors watching my streams, right? Right. Okay, I think I know the problem now. It's because I've been doing softcore the entire time. Wow, what I did. Yeah, you know? Yeah, but that's the thing. By the way, I'm talking here and I have this like huge like talk, but as a matter of fact, I'm still thinking, how the heck am I going to do this? You know? Like this is the thing. I have no idea how I want to do this. I have no idea for the project for that. There's a whole subreddit called of the anime that shit has like 3 million or something followers. Yeah, there's like a crap load of people that are going to be after that, you know? And people are just going to look into much more like vivid things, if that makes sense. Like, you know, that's the thing. Like people are going for vivid things, people are going for niches, not niches, but there's like, I guess you can say that there are layers to the niches. You have realistic niche, and you have like non-realistic niche. So you have like realistic niche, which is like everything that is kind of like around the realism style, right? So like just drawing like characters as if they are like real people. But there's also like for typical anime and stuff. Not just wait, I'm going to open Reddit and 4 posts and for after 5 posts. Just wait, yeah. I can actually, I believe those statistics. If I would open Reddit right now, I would be blasted with 3 posts one after another for sure. But the thing is that, you know, like I have no idea how I want to make this. For sure I want to make it in... I guess I can start with Excel and then try to work my way through this thing. But like, how do I want this to look like? For sure, like this. Well, 6 out of 8 not followed, by the way. Yeah, you know. Like, also Reddit is showing things, but surprisingly, it's actually showing things that we are not even interested in. Like, you are not entering certain posts, but Reddit is still pushing those posts. That's weird. What are you doing today? I'm trying to make a plan for the new schedule drawing. Because for those who don't know, or are missing out on the schedules, this is our schedule. Like, weekly schedule. It's what are you wearing today? Huh? What are you asking? Oh my. So yeah, that's the deal, right? This is how our current schedule looks like. I want to edit this. I want to make it more compact and actually more fitting to our current layout and basically the idea of the entire channel. So I think I could, in theory, get our banner. You won't open. This is our banner, right? This is my Zega freaking. Oh my. And maybe like do something with it. As always with worst niche. I don't think Zega has the worst niche. His niche is very profitable on the internet. Unironically, but or I don't know. To be fair, I have no idea what's the niche. To be fair, my niche is not really a niche. Yeah, plausibly. But yeah, maybe going somewhere around this. You know. Actually, I'm very proud of this. I'm very proud of this. And I don't even joke here. I'm proud of this banner because it's like, you know, when you're zooming in, it shows Davis. It's too popular to be a niche. Yeah, it's a what is it? A global sports to play a week on weekdays, bro. You know, I'm thinking about reusing a lot of stuff, but like, I don't know, hockey. Imagine. Actually, do Poland have a hockey team? We're usually trying to get into many different sports, like sports that are not really popular in Europe too. Are we in a hockey? Into hockey? I know we have a American football team, and we're playing in America mostly, somehow. I know we have a volleyball team, handball team. Yeah, curved bat with flat ball sickle eyes, bro. You know, I'm thinking about just doing like typical thing like this. But maybe... Okay, you know what? I think I have it. Like maybe it's going to be a like, you know, it's going to have the your normal sheet of paper kind of texture that we have, and there are going to be like thin lines drawn like this, as if from a ruler. There's going to be like a piece of paper tape or painter's tape, like, you know, slapped on the corner to hold things in, like this. Or even like going all the way around to create a nice border. And I think that's, by the way, hockey is our India's national sport. Is it? That's crazy. All the Indians I've met previously actually were really into soccer or football. That's actually crazy. And I've had a bunch of Indian friends, to be fair, so like that's why I'm shocked. And yeah, you know what? I think this might actually be good. It's getting late. Thanks for bearing with me in this very weird conversation. It's okay, T. It's okay. Take your time. I'm very open as an artist, you know? I've been drawing a lot of stuff myself, and I know how it feels. How it feels to chew 5 gum. Yeah. And like, yeah, I think we're going to make like sides. There are no mistakes. Oh my. Please do like baseball or cricket. Yeah, cricket too. But I guess it's like, you know, coming from like different kind of culture, you know, for the crickets. Maybe it also depends on the region that we're talking about. Hope you get a great day. Thank you, T. Thank you, thank you. Bye bye. Rest well, buddy. Rest well. So yeah, because I've had a lot of friends from like rural mountain areas. One friend actually was typically in the mountains, like mountains. And they were like into that. Yeah, that's shitty sport because of it. My 5 sport is not getting funding. Ooh. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. None of our teams are getting funding, so... Yeah. Yeah, you know what? That might be cool. And maybe like adding here the... Like here, we could add like a, you know, like a stamp, like a logo of or something. And I guess I could make my like a logo for myself or something. not like manga style, or maybe even manga style thing. We already have one, actually. Also, I want to make this splash screen for like before we start the stream. I just remembered you have imagination problem. Yeah. They spend too much money on sports instead of science or education and research innovation. True. I thought, why are you acting like that, bro? What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't have it. So yeah, like it's going to be like a table, but over here there's going to be like, for example, like, like Monday, right? Written, and there's going to be like, I don't know, for example, sketching, and there's going to be like 7 p.m., right? Overshadows it. Before we go too deep into the political talk, I'll stop it because like you know, it's for now we are on the good surface, but it starts to get like very like, you know, country politics, who founds what, and you know, it's a downhill from here. So I prefer to. It's kind of true to the whole world. Yes, that's true, Zega. But yeah, as I'm saying, like I prefer to play safe here and just, you know, call it out, and like before it goes downhill. As long as we've had like a nice talk for now. But yeah, so I think that might work. So like, as if the paper is like taped to canvas or something, like to whatever. You tell you top 3 fave anime characters. Go ahead. I can actually tell it too. We have a lot of fluctuation today. Holy. Do people don't read what we are doing? Or do they don't read the title? Oh my. Are we shocked? Why am I getting like a lot of private messages right now? Or like invites, like let's talk, or I've got an amazing offer for you, let's talk. Like people are doing like elite. I'm not going to call out the accounts, but like I've been having like a lot of like likes and a lot of like you know, shares from channels that are supposed to like help people promote their channels. In theory, I'm kind of interested, but I'm worried that it might be a huge scam thing. If you did not heard about it, it's a very bad time to travel to Bahrain or UAE, Dubai, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard. One, X? X? I think I remember a character named X. Where is the character name from? Also, for me, I've got bunch of favorite characters, but first of all, Erza. Men in Black? X in Men in Black? No, like in anime. Yeah, it's from To Be Hero X. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. It's like for me, number 1 is Erza. I kind of like her because she's like, how to say this? She's like a moderately type of character, but not written into like typical mommy character that's like going to cradle the MC or something. She's like, okay, well, I guess she's like a mother material, that kind of thing, you know, like, you know how some characters are known to like be serious when they have to, but also whenever something happens, they're like trying to think clearly, like help people out. They're like, you know, there to talk with the person, laugh and stuff. Like she's like this kind of character, you know. Her like personality is very compound, you know, because and we see her in many different things. Like Yuki Tsukumo, I haven't seen anime with her. First time hearing her name. The second character would be Zoro. He's a Damas. Zoro from One Piece. He's a Damas. JJK. Wait, Yuki Tsukumo. JJK. Wait, Yuki Tsukumo. Oh, haven't seen her. Yeah. So yeah, so second character is Zoro from One Piece. He's a Damas, but like, I don't know, he's a Damas badass, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's a very specific character that no one else is capable to replicate. Like, for real. Okay, I think we've got this. I think I've got the idea for it. And I guess we're going to just work things out, you know. Right, nice way to start intro for Zoro, nice brother. Yeah. Yeah, but like... I have a character for you. Oh? What up? Also third one... I don't know. I've watched a lot of anime recently, and it like there's like a bunch of characters that I kind of like. Liara Tsoni? Who the hell is that? Liara Tsoni. Are we talking about character from Mass Effect? Hey, hi, Amina, good to have you here. How are you? Hope how's it going? I think this might be the first time I see around, so hope you find a comfy corner here. How are you? The new Shadow Broker? Yeah, okay, I see. I see. But yeah, the third character that I might call my favorite, so like number 3. I don't know. I kind of really like how Balalaika works, but I don't. She feels kind of like. I guess it's because we don't really see her, or like we haven't really seen her arc. We've only seen like portions of her backstory in anime, and I haven't seen manga, so I can't really say that she's quite relatable. But like, you know, that's the thing. My goat, Todo, my brother, and I also like Jotaro. Oh my. Todo? Yeah. But yeah, like Balalaika is a cool character, but I feel like I would need to learn more to give her the third place of my favorite characters. I just like what could be out of her, considering that I've only seen anime. I really like also Last from FMA. I didn't really went for that. What was the crazy girl also from Black Lagoon? The one with 2 Glocks, 2 hands. There is also nice and stand users. I see. Revi? Yes, Revi would be the character. She's crazy. Sometimes she's positively crazy. But there's like some kind of psychological profile for her to be attached, which means that her character was also written in quite advanced way, considering that you can actually develop some kind of like personality. You know, she's very compound. She's effing maniac. No. She has actually like underlining way how she was formed, and she's got a personality that is compound. Because, for example, for the kids, she was like until she knew that someone she knows, you know, So basically, like she's kind of a maniac, but when she's around kids and she knows that no one see her, she's like she can be actually quite soft, you know. So basically, that's give or take this kind of thing. So there is some kind of like there are things into her personality that are kind of like changing. You know what I mean? I guess in theory, by the profile, she could be reformed if she would actually have occasion and someone good that would be reforming her. You know what I mean? Like like a guy that would be like I can fix her. I was here a few months ago, but it's been a while since I've seen you. Yeah, it must have been a really long while. You know, I'm usually like remembering people, even when they are not here for a month. But it had to be a really long time since I've seen you, man. How have you been? How have you been this whole time, eh? Oh man, that female VTuber from Invincible. What would be your muscle mommy tier list? Muscle mommy tier list? I don't know. Oh, my Marileona from Black Clover. I have no idea who that is. The green-haired girl with glasses that got burnt in JJK. Her. Erza. She's kind of a muscle mommy. And I guess Balalaika is also muscular. Maki? Yes, Maki. Maki, Erza, and Balalaika, I guess. She fine? Kefla? Yes. Yes. But are we talking about the Kefla as the fusion? Or are we talking about different, like, you know, caulifla that makes portion of the Kefla? As death? Or are we talking about the Kale? The fusion? Okay. I thought that we were also talking about the Kale in her Berserker form. I don't mind. I also understand that you have more priorities than remembering fleeing account that appears for a few seconds like me. I mean, you know, I'm always trying, you know. I love your drawing, by the your drawing, by the way. Oh, yeah, sorry. It kind of turned into just talking stream. I mean, I guess at the start of the stream I've mentioned that it's going to be more of a just talking stream because I just needed to make like a project for myself to like understand what I want from my new schedule. This is more or less give or take what I want. So like as if taped in piece of paper that's going to have like bunch of like, you know, sections drawn, I guess. But yeah, you know, I believe that people might come back once in a while. So I do feel like I really want I really want to remember, even if someone appeared for this 1 second, because this is, you know, this is making an imprint. You know what I mean? This is actually making an imprint on people, and I do feel like, this is, you know, this is the thing. You know, well, I hope to see you more often on the streams, you know what I mean? I believe it might be a nice way, you know, nice couple, you know, nice couple talks that we might be having. Vi from Arcane? I think you should do a tier list live stream. I could, but you know, the other channel, the second one, Davis Place, actually I want to turn it into variety channel. Make play games there, make games. Actually I feel like I should have done this stream on that one too. I've done it on the stream because on this channel because like I wanted to have it on the stream on this channel, but I feel like, you know, I should have done things a bit differently, I guess. Vibe from Arcane, I guess that's yeah, I guess that what might work. Tsunade, yeah, Tsunade is pretty cool character, you know. And I guess over here I could make the logo. Yeah. like a watermark or something. And over here there can be like Monday to Sunday, you know, time, CET, and like some other informations. Yoruichi, I guess. Yes, Yoruichi. Yoruichi is also working well. There's a lot of characters like that. Tsunade, Yoruichi, I guess even Soifon, but Soifon is more like Yoruichi's baby or something. I don't know. She's like crazy over her. So like we're going to have a list of days like this, right? This is going to be like day, and over here there's going to be like content or whatever we are going to do. Cuckoo from Fate Go, no idea. And hour. I guess this is going to be the most logical thing, because that's going to make like... It's just going to be very visible. People are going to be able to like work out the thing. I don't know if I should be looking into the sheer sake of like updating the thing. I don't feel like I'm... Well, it would go if I would lose my job, you know what I mean? Because when the moment I'm going to lose my job, right now I'm saving a lot. The moment I'm going to lose my job is going to be literally the moment where I'm going to have to switch from my saving mode to limiting my expenses and using my savings as a way to sustain myself over time as I'm going to, you know, look for a new job. I think you should do it kind of like a bar hanging thing. Like a bar hanging thing. But I want to make it fit into our layout right now, you know? Like, for example, how my avatar is on the, you know, in the, with like, the background on my avatar is like some kind of like textured paper of some sort. And underneath the screen that we have here. Wait, let me just... where is it? It's not this. Is it this? No, it's not this. There. Like, over here you can see that it's like a material thing. Like a woven thing, like as if it would be an actual... how to call it? An actual canvas underneath. And I have my drawing up on top of it, you know? In theory, I could make that thing, you know, that dark gray area with chains would be nice. With chains? Why chains? Maybe. But again, it kind of have to fit into the overlay, so I don't think it would work out. Oh my. Oh gee. But yeah, you know, that's kind of the thing. Not kings, the year, dear lord. But yeah, considering that I know already now how this is supposed to work, you know, I guess I can wrap up. Okay, call it a niche. Who knows, yeah. Like, I guess I want to keep on and try to do things as they go. Like, I want to learn a little bit more on this, if you know what I mean. So basically, I want to upgrade my channel, right, and set up some kind of like like overlay thematics. You know what I mean? So like schedule is also a portion of the you know, it's like working out some kind of style, a thematic around every single graphic on my channel. I want to also change my model a little bit. I want to make a new version of it, but that's going to take a lot of time. And I think we're going to work on that on the other channel too. I guess I'm going to like like, you know, as if working through my model only on 3D modeling, but who knows, maybe I'm going to do 3D modeling also on this channel, considering that it's also art related. But I really need to like learn how to 3D model first of all. Maybe I'm going to make that model while learning how to make models. But I want to make my own model. I want to make it work out as I want this to work out. You know, considering like how I want the head to look like, how I want like, you know, other elements to work. And then, you know, because I want to move on from VRoid, because I see that VRoid has some issues. Even though I've made like pretty good textures, but I can keep those textures and reuse them on way better model that I'm going to use on later on, right? When I'm going to finally do it. But it's going to really take a lot of time. Like, actually take a lot of time. And yeah, you know, like that's the thing. That's the thing. There's going to be a lot of work that I want to put into the channel. And I want to like upgrade it. You know what I mean? So, well, probably in the next model is going to finally have some kind of clothing. It will be hard to use the texture with different model. True. True. But oh well. On one hand, I want to kind of learn how to... UV mapping is always different. Yeah, you know, that might be the thing. But I also want to kind of learn how to... Well, to be fair, if I've learned a lot how to make like live 2D models, or rather how to draw them. If you make your model by editing the VRoid model, I could in theory, because like I want to just change the physics of it, add like clothing that is not available on VRoid. You know, I just want to work things out. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's going to be easier to edit the, like this model even. Clothing in physics are a Unity thing, not Blender. I see. I see. Well, Unity thing? You think I should use Unity? Well, I guess I should. Another thing to work out, eh? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. VRoid is using Unity. I think so, yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know. It's just going to be very difficult. I'm 100% sure. I don't remember. I believe it's like shown at the startup. Well, yeah. So like, I don't know. I really need to like figure out what I really want to do, like how I want to work things out. I need to plan things out, make projects, set up like goals, milestones, etc. So like, it's going to be a really long shot. I'm also gathering ideas for next illustrations. That's why I'm kind of like, you know, I'm kind of not really working on the thing I'm supposed to, which is the Mio's illustration, but yeah. Yeah, I've got only 2 ideas for the new illustrations, which sucks. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. I you know, I don't mind. I don't mind. For me, that's cool. But yeah, I guess that'll be it. I have to say thank you all for coming. Even though it wasn't like typical sketching stream that you could see, and I was just talking most of the time and not really doing proper sketches. I'm going to wrap up after an hour. You know, well, mostly I'm doing this because I also have a lot of stuff to do after the stream now. Like, I need to really rush up my commissions, you know what I mean? They've been hanging over for way too long, and I mean way too long. So I need to really sit down and rush those commissions. And like today might be like really good day for that. So yeah, thank you for the stream. Yeah, thank you all for coming. And yeah, so folks, as always, stay creative, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, man.